Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host, Conrad, and today we have another look at the stock market. So as usual, this is my TradingView page, and of course, go check it out for some updates and some trading ideas along the way. And of course, here is my Instagram page. Also, go follow me there for some fun, posting some memes on a regular basis. And before jumping into today's video, make sure you like this video, you subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and of course I appreciate every support I can get. So looking at the S&P 500 today, so this is the daily time frame. Going to delete some of these lines, and you can see that we once again now came up to this very interesting trend line here, coming down, or actually coming up, connecting all these highs here, and we now are again touching it. So this will be interesting whether or not we move beyond this trend line. I do think though that resistance is pretty imminent, and a retrace actually with it. It's not what I want to do. So if we place horizontal trend line here, then you can see we have many touches here along this horizontal trend line here around 2,950 on the S&P 500, and this will be a major area of support most likely. Yet you can see if we extend these Fibonacci's, then you can see along this line is also the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, and we are now coming up to the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement. We are actually right on it currently. So I do think there is some resistance up and coming here on the S&P, and a retrace is actually rather likely. So now the economy currently, as you might know, is still in a very troublesome state, with riots going on in the USA currently. So there is a lot of stuff going on. Yet the markets are still going up and climbing higher. Inflation still seems to play a major role in this market. And I mean, even if we drop, I don't think we will move far beyond 2,780 points here on the S&P. So yeah, I mean, bullish entries can be made, although a toppy position is actually pretty overdue, and a strong retrace is, in my opinion, rather likely. Yet, I mean, the markets keep going up, and the cons are still bullish. So yeah, I mean, I think this is a no trade zone, except maybe for some short positions which are held over a swing period. So what is pretty interesting is that looking on a weekly time frame at some of these indices, for example, the UKX is currently on a 9 sell. So maybe this will be important, because the S&P, for example, should also be on a 9 sell, hadn't we had this red one in this count, and basically killing the count and setting up to the next one. So that's it for the S&P. I won't dive into too many details today, but I'm now going to go to the major stocks. So looking at Amazon here on daily time frame, you can see we are still consolidating here at these highs, and we now we recently broke out and are still holding these highs. This is pretty bullish in my opinion, and Amazon seems to be very strong. The counts of TD sequential are also still acting bullish, so that seems also very nice from that perspective. Now, as I said, the market is pretty likely to correct, at least in the near-term future, to some extent. So I also would expect to do, or I also would expect similar moves in some of these major stocks, since they, of course, play a very similar role and see very similar price action. So looking at Tesla, this is the weekly time frame, and we are now topping once again here on the 9 cell, and you can see last time we had a 9 cell was right here at the all-time high, and then we moved up shortly, but then came down in a very rapid succession. So this is now a very interesting state, and you can see this is also combo 13. So this is now a perfected 9 cell here with a combo 13. This would be a perfect opportunity actually for any short positions to be made for a swing position. As I said, the weekly is looking short. We are of course also at resistance, yet I personally would have my stop loss. I mean, I would scale in, but I would have a stop loss here around just above the all-time high, because if we move above there, then mostly we'll see follow through to 1K to 1000. But you know, until then, I would expect a retrace, and if we could pull up a Fibonacci retracement, and this would then lead us, you know, at least, or it could lead us to like $600 approximately. So maybe this will be an important target. We have to see if the market in general tends to correct in the near future. But I would look short here on Tesla currently. So Apple, you know, is currently on an 8, so not quite acting as the other stocks, 1 week behind basically. And also, actually, we bottomed, or we didn't move beyond the 8, so maybe we will not have a 9 as well, similar to what we had here. So deleting, I mean, I don't know why these don't save. But you know, still here we are at resistance currently of the all-time high. The all-time high being, you know, I could draw a horizontal line. The all-time high being at $328. Now I don't think we will move above that. I do think we are about to hit resistance at most of these stocks, and of course on these indices as well. So that is a thing to look out for. The weekly is not yet too bearish, but I mean, if we don't get a close tomorrow above $328, then I do think next week we will most likely trade below $312 in my opinion. That wouldn't be surprising if the next week closes pretty down, pretty much down here. And if we pull up a Fibonacci, then I don't. Maybe we'll find a low at $284, but maybe we will even drop lower to $260. So that is still about a very possible scenario. I would look short here on Apple. I would of course have my stop loss here above $328, just above, and you know, a very nice profit area. This is a very nice risk to reward trade in my opinion. So Google also on an 8 currently after the sequential, you know, topping here on a 9 very nicely in a weekly time frame. So maybe we will get another one next week. We had a reversal candle the prior week. So yeah, let's see what happens. But Google, you know, all of these stocks looking very similar. Facebook actually moving to an all-time high on a 9 cell currently. So that is pretty interesting to see. We are also the combo and sequential 13 here on the monthly. So this could also play a major role, but I would look at the weekly mostly, and you can see this very nice 9 here on the bottom as well. So yeah, this is the time to take your profit from all the way down here, and you know, maybe even stack up on some shorts, but that is of course up to you. Looking at Uber also, and you can see we are here as well on the 9 cell. That rhymes nice. Okay, that was a very nice rhyme, patting me in the back. But you can see we can now maybe even connect these highs. I mean, not quite to have it perfect. Maybe we will move a bit higher to maybe we will tomorrow move about to $38 to then see a retrace. And this retrace here on Uber could actually be quite nice for a buying opportunity. I would look out for $28 here, like or high or $29 here, but basically around this horizontal trading range, looking for structural support and maybe even on a Fibonacci level. If we retrace from down here, then yes, you can see the 0.382 is just on this level. So this would be my perfect buying opportunity here. Here for Uber around $28. This would be a very nice opportunity in my opinion. And I mean, yes, you could also take your short position here with a stop loss. I mean, it very much depends on your leverage, but you can even have your stop loss up to $41 and scale into another position. But I wouldn't advise that. But I do think a short position could be taken here if you are not risk averse, which of course traders mostly aren't. And you can see here Spotify just pulling it up, also on the 9 cell here on a weekly time frame, just below support or just below resistance. I talked about this on the last time I talked about Spotify, that this looks very bullish, and if we consolidate here much longer, then I would actually look for a bullish position. Well, currently, since we are on a weekly time frame, I am not, or since the weekly time frame is giving you a 9 sell and the market is looking a bit toppy, I wouldn't do so. But I definitely would have some scaling in positions from 167 to $160, scaling into a pretty heavy position, looking for this support here around this area. Very important structural support, and pulling up this Fibonacci here. Yeah, you can see this 0.382 is also aligning with $163, so there seems to be heavy support in this area, and I would definitely look for a buy in this vicinity of $160. So yeah, I mean, that's it actually already for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and your continuing interest. Definitely make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and like down below. It really helps me out, and spread the love and reach more people. So yeah, that's it, and hope you had a great day, and also a great start into your weekend. I'll see you guys and girls, your people, back next time. Bye.